You know how we spent all of last episode clearing out this entire little neighborhood around the area to live in a little bit safely? Yeah, we're actually gonna move today. Anyways, everyone, welcome back to Project Zomboid with the Studio Challenge. Gwen is currently hungry and a little bit moist, but she is doing pretty darn good for herself, surviving for 4 days, 3 hours, and killing 103 zombies. I expect this to go up once we actually do move over and kill some more. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else I missed, but I don't think there is. The only two things I can think of right now is the fact that we don't have a lot of batteries, and also the fact that it's a little bit laid out to move out right now. So I think spending the rest of the day inside watching television is gonna be the play, dropping off all the food we looted before. And if you're wondering how I'm gonna be able to move all this stuff back over towards the base that we're gonna be moving in, I don't want to do this manually, just picking it up. It's dangerous. And I feel like it would get me killed if some bad circumstances arrived. So, instead, I thought up a nice little plan. Remember, we found a car key about inside of this parking lot here. If I get gasoline, that means I'll be able to fill it up with gas from the nearby vehicles, drive it back, load up that bad boy, and drive it right on towards this building here, making the whole process a lot easier. Of course, the only problem with that plan right now is we don't have a lot of containers for gasoline. So if I move my way down over towards the warehouse, there's a pretty good chance we're gonna find exactly what we need. So yeah, that's gonna be the plan. We sleep, we wake up, loot the warehouse, hopefully grab a gas can. If not, we can use plastic bottles, fill up the gas in the car, and then drive right on back and forth, slowly filling the place up with nice stuff. I know it's a mouthful, so I hope you got it all. I will see you all tomorrow on another night. Oh yeah, if you're wondering what we're having for lunch as well, we're having some fast food fries and onion rings. Ooh, yeah, that's the good stuff. With that alarm, we have officially woken up during the night. I'm so glad I remembered to actually set that up on my digital watch. It should save us a couple of hours. Now, how does it look outside? It looks pretty clear. Alright. Let's go waltz right on down to the construction area. Let me make sure we have actual space, including our screwdriver. We do. I can also drop off this book, and we will move. Hopefully we shouldn't encounter too many zombies on the way because we did put a pretty big dent in their population, at least in this area. Also, can I check to see if any of these cars have gasoline? It looks like the white Chevalier does not have any, but it does have a battery. No, not a battery. It does have a radio. And if you're wondering what I'm going to do with this, it's quite simple. We're going to take this out of the car, and as soon as we get it in our inventory, we get ourselves a free battery. And even 0.65 XP for electrical. That's not gonna do really much of anything, but it is a small little bonus. Also, while I was watching some television, we leveled up our cooking to level 3, and our carpentry to 4.5. So yeah, we are pretty damn proficient in that regard. How about the fire truck now? No, we have no gasoline in there either. Okay, that's gonna make things a little bit more complicated. At the very least, we get a free battery. Now it's finally time for the warehouse. Hello. Goodbye. And hello once again to a full-on warehouse. I hope there's more buildings like this and this is not the only place to where, we can get all these good construction supplies. I'm gonna see what we have inside though. We have club hammers, propane torches. I'm not gonna be grabbing a lot of this. Really what I want to find right now is maybe a sledgehammer for its utility and a gas can. I'm pretty sure they can spawn in here, but we also do have duct tape, planks, mallets, nails, a sledgehammer. Hey, that's pretty damn good. It's really heavy, but we do have enough space inside our school bag for it, so I'll take that immediately. The amount of utility you get from this bad boy is awesome, by the way. We have a screwdriver in there, plaster powder. That is another thing we could do. If we get enough plaster powder, we could maybe make our own home. That would be pretty damn cool. I like that idea. Inside here, we have a small little storage place. Kind of like a garage, I would say. Is there any lights? Yes, there is. Boom. We have magazines, pencils, books, another screwdriver, a flashlight, toolbox, and welder mask. That is going to be pretty nice to level up our metalworking skill. The flashlight's also good for the battery. Once the power goes out, these things are going to be my lifeline. Okay, time to check the cardboard now. We have paint, club hammers, carrot seeds. That's really good. That means we can actually self-sustain with veggies. Over here we have tent pegs, welding rods, A trowel? It's pretty lightweight, I'll take it just in case we need to dig for worms for whatever reason. There's gravel, batteries, cabbage seed packets, a beautiful looking wood axe. Yep, grab that as well. That'll be really nice if I want to get some firewood and or planks. That is something we could do. If the power does go out, we could have fires lit in order to prevent the night demon from taking us in the night. That's a good idea, actually. I'm gonna write that down on my map. First of all, for extra batteries, we can disassemble. I definitely spelt that incorrectly, but I'm gonna roll with the punches. Car, radios. And secondly, we might be able to start fires to avoid the night demon. That way, we can always remember small little tips to keep us alive in this challenge. Okay, what do we have for this final little zone here? Paint, more nails, turquoise paint, batteries, you love to see it. More plaster powder and carrots. I really hope we get some potatoes. Those are like the objectively best thing to grow, and if you're wondering why that's a fact, it's because potatoes last the longest, they're pretty darn filling, you can eat them raw instead of having to cook them, and they, honestly, it's just how long they last. They're very, very efficient for food. Finally though, we have carrots, more batteries. Oh man, we aren't finding any containers, but the batteries are very, very luxurious. Pipes. Another radio, and a crowbar. The crowbar's nice, I'll drop it on the ground and maybe take it later. Damn, dude, I'm kinda sad that there's no gas can in here. I'm not gonna quit just yet, though. We have this final spot here. Man, we're getting a lot of walkie-talkies. Okay, I really should not complain in that regard, then. Over here, erasers, and in here we have another battery. How many batteries did we get out of this small little looting haul? 11. Okay, that's really good. One of them is just about junk, so I'll throw that on the ground, giving me 10. If I ration it out properly, that'll give me around like 8 days worth of sleeping. Okay, cool. Now we just have to find gasoline, right? We do have plastic bottles, which we can use because we're not in build 42, to siphon out the gasoline. I'm sure we'll find some wreck on the way, right? Let's see if we can get lucky. Hold on a minute, do you see that in there? I see a little doorway inside this little wall thing. Can we actually get inside? Oh, hello. There's some zombies and a couple of crates. Maybe this is the break we need. We have paper clips. Not useful, and it'd take a million years to reach the ones in the middle. If there is a gas can in there, I'm gonna be very sad in the future. Maybe there'll be something in here, though? Shovels, welder masks, more walkies. Is this a rain collector barrel? No, it's a normal one. And inside the cabin is a pretty clean looking area that's a blank slate. I should be able to make a movie set out of this later. Also, I remember you being inside there. Did you bust down the door? If so, that's terrifying. Actually, the more I think about it, it'd be— oh my gosh! Actually, the more I think about it, it'd be scarier if they opened the door. They can't do that, right? Okay, they busted it down, thank God. That siren is going to scare the ever-loving daylights out of me every time it procs. I will not get used to that damn thing. We do have cars down there, but they're wrecked, so there's no chance of getting gasoline. There was a gas station, I remember, down over there, but there was a lot of zombies. I think we could probably get some gasoline at those cars up here. Ooh, I kind of forgot about this parking lot, though. I think we're gonna get our gasoline out of these cars. Surely one of them has what I need. And maybe if I'm a little bit lucky, we might have more than what I need. We have toilet paper and rubber bands in there. No gas. On the flip side, we do have a CD called Get Funky. We will take that. The box truck has no gas either. An empty gas can, though. Ask and ye shall receive. Alrighty, this plan is coming together real nice. What would make this plan even better is if one of these cars has a key in it and it's in perfect condition. The van has twine and batteries. We will take those. The taxi has no gasoline, but it does have the key inside. It's a real shame the hooded windshield took a beating, especially the trunk, which is really nice for moving stuff. Oh, cool, we have another gas can here as well. I'll drop that on the ground. What about this little dart here? No gas. I really do hope one of these will have what I need. That has a gun, another battery. We love those. I will also mention we have batteries in every single one of these cars with the radios. I think we're gonna be just fine. The trunk also has an extra bottle, twine, and a wrench. I will take the twine. I also do spot 2 extra car keys right down there. Ooh, if it goes to that taxi right there, which looks to be in mint condition, we are going to be cooking with gas. Or even better, that red truck right there. Come on, game, you know you want to give one of those to me. Let's see what we have. Another taxi key? Right to this taxi here. How's it look on gas? Oh, it's filled up to the brim. Okay, we got ourselves a vehicle, everyone. You are gonna be my best friend. How's the overall condition look, though? Ooh, that's what you love to see. 82% overall condition. Everything is in the 70s and up. Yeah, that's gonna be a very strong contender. But we do have another key here, leading right. Is that the van? No, it's not. Does it lead to the truck? Nope, it does lead to this little dart here, though, which would be a little bit more maneuverable. How does it look for gasoline? It's full up as well. Okay, we basically have 2 survivor vehicles to choose from. And in other words, we have a way to secure an area with cars. That's going to be a very cheap and reliable way to secure a zone. It's not going to be the best, but it'll definitely do. No freaking way. We also got how to use generators? Dude, what is my luck today? Okay, I mean, it's really funny, actually. If you look at my character, we took unlucky, but right now, I'm feeling like the luckiest bastard in the entirety of all my series I've done. Hell yeah, dude. Okay, now we just have to find a generator, which could be a little bit more difficult, but maybe we'll get one. And if we do, we will have reliable power for the rest of the series. How does the condition look? It looks pretty damn good as well, if not better. I think I'm gonna take the dart. It's a little bit more maneuverable. I think it has a little less horsepower, but at the same time, I will take this over that. Yeah. What about the van and the last 3 spots here? We got a tire, some adhesive tape, more twine, and eye makeup. Oh, we ran out of batteries, but finally we have something good in here, which will be an annotated map. What are the chances this actually is, connected to this place? We do have a key in here as well, but the van is pretty damn messed up. The trunk has an empty gas can. Okay, the rest of this, not too good. Let's go load in some supplies into the dart, grab anything from the warehouse that looks nice, and we will begin the moving process. In pretty damn good time as well, because we're thirsty and hungry. How much space do we have in here? 30. How about the taxi? Oh, we have 54. Never mind, that dart can go kick bricks. This taxi's way, way better. It took a few turns of the key, but hear that puppy roar. One thing that this could do is also attract a lot of zombies, but if that happens, we can just, lead them right on back to the fence lines. It drives pretty smooth, and as long as we don't crash into anything real crazy, this is gonna be the car we have for the rest of our life. I kinda forgot something. We have Sunday Driver, don't we? Yeah, I was thinking with the studio map it wouldn't be that bad, and to be honest, it really isn't. There's not really places we need to drive out far for. We're just doing this for the storage. Okay, let's go grab all the useful supplies and drop it off in the trunk. Like the seeds, the torches as well. We might not be able to get much fuel. Definitely the welding rods. I will also yoink that crowbar, the nails, the welding rods, and I won't be grabbing the paint and plaster around the area, mainly because I haven't seen a paintbrush yet, so grabbing it right now would just not make sense, especially when you look at their weight being almost 5 kilograms. Yeah, it's not worth it at all. You want to know what is worth it, though? These boxes of nails. They actually weigh 0.3 kilograms, so I can grab a lot of these damn things. Is there anything else here that I really need? I don't think there is. Oh my gosh. We have collected the trifecta of good supplies right now. Potato seeds, too? Oh, we're gonna have the best farm ever. Though, the more I think about it, do I not want to have a farm near my base? It'd almost be worth it if I set up a farm at the small little pond here, so that way I don't need to, go too far for water. Yeah, I might be able to do that. Let's set this down with a blue burger, which will indicate that this spot will be for my future food. I will also go ahead and mark down this parking lot for batteries. What would be a good sign for that? Ooh, right here, the power one. Beautiful. We'll set that down, and finally, I will cross out my old home, as I'll be moving into a new place. Right down over here. Oh yeah, and while we're at it, let's also set down a small marker for paint. Let's do that bad boy. Okay, cool. The map slowly expands and looks better and better by the day. Is there anything else in these little corner crates? A lighter? I mean, that's always helpful. That will be it, though. I really need to head home because it is getting a little bit late, or I guess the inverse, it's getting a little bit too early for my tastes. The next time you see me, it'll be another day unless the chopper event hits. We will be rotting to the max. I'm really gonna have to get used to that ringing. Anyways, welcome back everyone. No chopper event hit, and we got even more absorbed knowledge into our noggin. If you look at our skills, we are getting dangerously close to carpentry level 5. I think this is one of the first series where I've caught almost every carpentry show just because of the weird schedule we have, which I really enjoy. Our cooking is also looking fantastic, farming is great, maintenance is great. We have a very good build so far. Our weight is going down, so I will need to eat some fattening foods, but we'll worry about that later. Worst case scenario, we just go fishing for like 12 hours and catch a million pike. Anyways, it is the night of the day we move out. We have a lot of food and supplies to move over, so let's grab it all and start dropping it off. Oh, it's a really heavy load. Before I do go outside, how does it look? It looks clear enough. Alright, I'm not going to be dropping off the food inside the trunk because I feel very, very at risk of getting nabbed from the back. Instead, we're going to drop off our food inside the back seats. Yeah, this makes me feel so much safer. Just chuck it all in there, Gwen. If you run out of room in the first seat, just go right on over to the second, and I think the food is going to take up the majority of our supplies. You know, looking over at my stash right now, I'm really happy I didn't do any crazy inventory management because I would have needed to remove it all anyways. I think the books and things will be the last of it though, so after that we can finally leave for greener pastures. Yeah, I don't really care about the clothes, you can find it anywhere. The only thing I would want is these little barricades here. We can use these very, very easily to secure our home a little bit more. Thank you for your time. I will be getting on out of here though. Peace out. You won't be missed either, trailer. You were very compact and it was very, very hard to live in. This taxi's really unreliable. Maybe that's because we are unlucky. That's the only guess I could have because the engine's in good condition. I will say though, we are extremely lucky outside of it, right? This plan has gone flawlessly and I haven't had any kinks in the work yet. Let's hope it stays that way as I drift my way on down to a whole new world. Wait, are you serious? It's locked in here too? Hey, zombies, any of you got keys on you? Oh, you are my best friend, suit guy. It's not even the right key, are you kidding me? God diggity dang it. What are you even good for then, man? I need a key so I can get inside here. Do any of you have keys over yonder, maybe? Please? What about you two? Oh, okay, we have another key. It's a different color. That could mean good things. Cool beans, man. That means we can grab all this loot and to be pretty safe all the meanwhile. Drive that bad boy in. Oh, man, I feel good today. Especially after the whole, painful session that was the Eternaut challenge. God dang that damn alarm. That damn alarm gets me every time. Anyways, in order to avoid a zombie coming from the back here, we are going to be dropping a bandage fix right on the back door in the form of a table. That way, if any zombie decides to enter, they will have to go through this plastic defender. Boom. Now let's worry about the windows, especially the ones that are broken, and then I can lower my guard a little bit more. Bingo. Bango! This place is looking nice. Oh man, there's one more window. I'll have to worry about barricade and that whole shindig later. For now, everything looks to be sealed. Now I can drop off all the supplies. Do we have a nice fridge? We don't. It's a small mini fridge, but at the same time we have an actual stove, which means I can actually cook metal objects. Okay, let's start dropping off all of our supplies in here. This is our brand new home. Starting off with the reading supplies. Wait a minute, I have 2 metal sheets still. Oh, awesome! Okay, I can definitely barricade this spot here. I don't like all these doors. And this window here. We can also double layer it later. Oh, am I out of gas in my propane tank? Yeah, we definitely are. It's a good thing I brought the second. Okay, where am I gonna drop off the rest of this? I honestly have no idea, so I'm gonna speed right on through and I'll let you know once I'm done with the inventory management. It definitely took a lot more time than I anticipated, but we have fully dropped off all of our supplies inside of the taxi, making this place a little bit more homely. Don't mind the corpses in the open window. We're going to be solving that next episode as I focus on making the space a little bit more lovely and a little bit less deadly, right? But let me show you where I've dropped off everything. Inside this little area here, we have our entertainment, literature, and, fun books. Over here, we have all of our seeds, which include strawberry, potato, carrot, cabbage, and broccoli seeds with a trowel. This is kind of our little farming zone. Over here we have some materials. Oh, actually, I need to move this over a little bit, as we have a whole little section down here with all of our weapons and all of our materials here. That way, if I need to craft anything, I can just go to this little corner and get everything all settled. Over here, I actually never checked this spot out. This will be another spot. Maybe I can turn this into a really cool bedroom. That's a fantastic idea, and we have the best furniture to go with it, right? I don't know what's in the other areas, so I think I'll save that next episode, but we do have a pretty nice little living room down here. Anyways, the thing I wanted to showcase was how much damn food we have. By the way, next episode, we are going to be cooking up this bad boy as soon as we get the chance to. But yeah, down here we have some of our water containers. I'll definitely need more. Over here we have kind of like household objects and cooking objects. Finally, though, we have almost 50 kilograms of canned and dried food, with a little bit extra right in here with our can openers. That should be everything we've looted so far, though. Yeah, it's pretty damn good in my opinion, and I have good feelings about this place. Anyways, it might be a little bit shorter of an episode, but I'm gonna end things off here. If you guys have liked this episode, be sure to like, favorite, share, and subscribe for more. I will see you guys next time as we focus on turning this hovel into a home. Peace out, everyone.